is. And where does the United States stand tonight? Look, I am a liberal, I am a progressive, but that means that we need to stand behind people who want freedom. This isn't Bush talk. This is totally different from Iraq. It's totally different from any other situation.
1-877-934-6833. You can get that new Eagles CD by not having to do the Walmart thing, you know. You can just go to their website at eaglesband.com. So you don't have to pull the hat over your eyes and down onto your nose, and so somebody doesn't recognize you like they did me over the way on Thanksgiving morning.
Can you change the channel?
Right,
Fuck you, man. If you like my fucking music, get your own fucking cab.
I had a really
I'll
rough...
pull up to the side and kick your ass out.
Man, come on. I had a rough night, and I hate the fucking Eagles, man.
This is a situation where we have got a coalition that has come together and realized that Gaddafi is a terrorist.
The president has gone on record down
saying
onto your nose, and so somebody doesn't recognize you like they did me over the way on Thanksgiving morning.
The president has gone on record saying that Libyan agents have killed Americans. That's all, as an American, I need to hear. Let's get it done. Let's arm these rebels. Let's give them a chance to fight.
All right, let's go to Doug in Madison. Doug, you're on the Ed Schultz Show. Thanks for calling, buddy.
Hi, I've been a Democrat for many years, but and I might even vote for Kucinich in the primary, but I'm not voting for the Democrats. I'm not even voting because if you think about it, all the candidates are really lying about 9/11. I mean, how much evidence do we need to say that they either allowed it or had something to do with it?
But Ed, I have to say that the scenario you're laying out, when you talk about arming the quote-unquote freedom fighters, it really evokes images of the disastrous dirty wars of the 1980s. I mean, the United States getting involved in what is effectively a Libyan civil war, 1,000 or so rebels that don't have much military training. I mean, what you're advocating, Ed, is that Americans are going to have to be totally invested in one side of a civil war.
You got that third building in New York this fall. You got the Air Force that stood down. And, you know, they're all part of the war on terror. That's why we're in Afghanistan. It's why we're in Iraq. And it's why we could be in Iran soon. I mean, how much evidence do we need to say that they allowed it? We got Bush's brother that just happened to be in charge of the security for all the buildings. I mean, do you know he was the CEO of Securicom? They had access to all the buildings. There's evidence to say there was demolitions in the buildings.
That's why I support this policy. That's why I support this move.
Well, Ed, this sounds a lot to me like Ali North and the Iran-Contras, where you take 1,000 people and call them freedom fighters.
And Building 7, the World Trade Center Building 7, the third building that fell that day. I mean, why isn't the liberal media looking into that? You know, why aren't they pushing for impeachment? It's the corporations that I feel like the corporations on both sides of the aisle, you know?
Thank you. I appreciate the call. 1-877-934-6833. Let's go to Chet in Chicago.
Dickhead.
Chet, you're on the Ed Schultz Show. Hello.
You're saying you take his word for it.
I do take his word for it.
He didn't close Guantanamo. He's doubled down on some of the worst policies of the Bush administration. I just got back from Afghanistan where we're killing
mid-level Taliban people. He didn't put universal health care at the table. I haven't been totally happy with President Obama on every issue. I've been very clear on that. But the fact is that we have the resources and the position to take out a man who has killed Americans. And I think that we have a moral obligation to the families in this country who lost people on that Pan Am 103. This is our time to do just this, and we can do it without boots on the ground.
Do you think that we should take out Ali Abdullah Saleh, the president of Yemen, who double deals with Al-Qaeda all the time?
No, that's Bush talk. No, Jeremy, that's Bush talk.
Bill Clinton. No. Bill Clinton didn't go to the UN when he bombed Kosovo.
No, you have to go through channels to get this done.
It's bipartisan.
This is exactly what's wrong with this debate from the standpoint of what we can do and when we can do it.
When
the president has gone through the UN to get this done.
We're bombing Yemen. When did the president go to the UN to launch Tomahawk cruise missiles in Yemen?
You and I disagree. You and I disagree on this.
Facts.
Okay. Well, look.
Like supporting the war in Libya, it really shows your true colors.
I support the president and the United States to do what they can to help these freedom fighters. That's where I'm at. You want to call me Ali North? You go right ahead.
I think it's a wrong-headed policy that could lead to American deaths and a disaster, a further disaster in Libya.
Thank you. The people of Libya, thank you very much, sir. The people of Libya, thank you very much. Sure, people are dying. Of course, your true colors, sir.
Thank you, sir. I'm not going to be nice.